Oh my goodness. Are you ready to see the all new Pause X? We did a live stream recently and it's been going bananas ever since. We have so many people excited about this floor plan. This is a floor plan that so many people request, and I'm super excited to walk you through it. We did do a live stream, went through it kind of, but today I'm gonna do another walk around. This is not gonna be a full tour, but I wanna touch some of the incredible features on this all new Pause X. It's crazy, like we released that live rant and people are just going crazy. I have people from 7 years ago that bought trailers from me that were like, hey, I just saw the new 22.4, the Pause X, and we want to trade in our Black Series. We want to trade in our Explorer. We want to trade in the Roamer 1. It is Pause's flagship trailer. This trailer is going to have the most features out of any Pause that's ever been released. It's going to have some of the most robust options. So I'm really excited about this, starting with this shielding down here. That's going to be a rock guard. It's going to protect your body. Going all the way through it, we have features that have never been in any trailer that we've sold to date. And I'm really excited to show you some of that stuff. So let's walk around this very quick. It's going to be fast paced and I'm going to show off everything you are going to get in this Pause X. Starting with, let's go up and just talk about, of course, we have our recovery boards. Now you've seen these on Pauses. Something that you haven't seen on any Pause yet to this point is these right here are 30 pounders, but it's also going to be available with a 40-pound propane tank. That's something we haven't seen on any trailer yet. This is going to allow you to stay off grid a lot longer with the 40 pounders. There's another reason why they did 40 pounders. It's because there's a new feature or a new component in this trailer that is not on any other trailer we've ever sold, which is an onboard generator. And that's why you're going to want those bigger tanks, because those bigger tanks run that generator. So it is an LP propane 4,000 watt generator. You have some massive amounts of storage. I love how this actually goes around and around the corner. You have a lot of storage. You also have the kitchen. There's been some enhancements, some improvements to it. Previously, when you would pull this out, there was a sink that you would attach on the side. They've now integrated the sink right into the kitchen, so you don't actually have to attach anything. You still have this storage spot, your grill, your fridge and freezer. This can be your steaks or it can be drinks, whatever you want. Nice cutting board here. This is food grade, so you can cut on that. Another new feature that you haven't seen on any trailers yet is this guy. Let me show you where this goes. And this is one thing that drives me crazy is when you're out camping, you always tend to accumulate a lot of trash. This is a garbage holder. So you can put a bag around this and then it holds your trash can while you're out camping. Otherwise, you're like tying to something, trying to figure out a spot. So this is designed to hold your trash. Another tray that they're doing, and I really like this. This is all custom built by Pause. This tray drops down and it holds in place right there by this bracket. So previously there was a wire. Sometimes the wire was getting caught in things and people were worried about it just getting in the way. Now this just kind of hangs out and gives you a lot of prep space for this kitchen area. You can work in here and have tons and tons of room to work and cook. So right there you have an outlet that you can plug things in. Of course, this has the rear deck, so it's similar to the 17.4, but the floor plan is nothing like the 17.4 Reboot. And this is not a Reboot, this is a Pause. So this is a flagship. This is by far Pause's best trailer to date. This has, like I said, it's the most features. We have a large aluminum frame. Also, we have a compartment place where the steps go. So the steps don't flip up into the doorway anymore. Some people like the convenience of it flipping up, but also another nice thing about it not flipping up is if they do get dirty, they don't flip up inside. They just stow away in an area where you're not gonna get dirt everywhere. But let's go inside, I want to point out some of the things inside very quickly and show off some of the things that I really love about this trailer. So first off, coming inside, everything is now aluminum. Now you've already seen on the previous pause, the 20.3, the 16.4, they were all aluminum. So this is the Flagship. This is not a Reboot, this is a pause X unit. And you can see that they have all the cabinet, but something that they've added is these latches. This is something that I have been asking Maynard forever, saying, hey, we need locking cabinets, we need latches, because previously they had magnets, and as the magnets were nice, but they didn't always hold, especially when the trailer was moving around a lot. If you went off-road, the magnets would sometimes not hold. Now you do have like lips here, but this one doesn't have a lip, so things could fall out while you and hit the doors, and the magnets wouldn't hold it. Now this goes in, locks in. It's going to be impossible to have this fall out. As far as cold weather goes, this is going to be the most capable pause to date. We haven't gotten official ratings on it yet, but it is a 4 seasons trailer. This has a dual zone heating system. So you actually have the Truma Vario heat, but you have 2 zones. So you have this one right here, and then come back into the bedroom. Yes, that's right. There is a bedroom. This is the thing that people are going crazy for, is having a completely separate bedroom. You come over to right here, you have an additional thermostat here, and you can turn on this heater. So you have 2 separate zones. Both of these heating systems are ducted down into the underbelly. So you're gonna have more heat going down to the underbelly than before. And then you're gonna have more heat coming up into the upstairs cabin than before. So as far as cold weather, we've had people in other pause units getting into single digits, getting into the negatives. Some people have had little issues in the negatives. Nothing has broken, surprisingly, but you know, some things can freeze up a little bit and you gotta wait for it to thaw out. This is hopefully to prevent that from happening in the future. Like I said, this is going to be the most capable for cold weather. Now, coming back into here, you can see this is now 2 singles. So you have 2 beds, so you can sleep across from each other. You have a cushion right here that is going to drop down and fill into this space, and you're gonna be able to turn this into a king size bed. Now this is larger, it's 80 inches long, which is a standard king, but it's actually 87 inches wide, which means you're gonna have plenty of space to put any type of king size in here. So if you did want to have a permanent king in here and use your own mattress, we could easily fill in this platform and give you a actual king size, and with some potential storage space on the sides over here. He's added the Sirocco fan, which is something that we've never had in a pause unit before. We have a TV in the bedroom. So if you guys are, you know, lounging at night and you want to both sit here and enjoy and watch a movie, you can totally do that. Also, a really nice closet or wardrobe. Right here we have our hose for our central vac system, and of course we got drawers coming down here. We have some shelves up here on both sides, his and hers. And one of the things that I absolutely love about this is how this completely closes off. So let me show you this. So I can close off my bedroom and be completely private. And if my wife likes to sleep in, which she does, I like to wake up earlier, I can come out, I can shut this door, and I can use the restroom. I can go in, brush my teeth, go into the main living room, and completely keep it separated where she can continue to sleep and I can get up and do my thing. This closes off completely right here. So when you close that door and this door, this becomes a bathroom, a completely separate bathroom from the rest of the trailer. As you come right here, I've got my toilet, I got my sink, my vanity. We got storage in here. We got storage under the sink. We got storage above the sink. Of course, you have a window, and this bathroom is massive. So much room to be able to do everything that you need to do. Coming over here, you're gonna shut this off, and then you can work into your bathroom. And check it out. The marketing guys, they finally got my bar of soap. We've been waiting for years to get a legitimate bar of soap. As you can see, I don't know why it says Fight Club, but whatever. I've never seen, if this is a movie, I've never seen it. I don't know what the significance of that is.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Now, it is a small bathroom. I mean, a small shower. So it's not huge, but you know, to be able to completely be separated and have a nice big area to get in and out and change and undress and use the bathroom and be separated off from the living room and the bedroom is very, very cool. So we come back out of here. Of course, we have towel rack holders, which is very important. It's the little details that really make a difference in your ownership. I just absolutely love the aluminum cabinets. These things are just so beautiful. This is, a lot of people were saying they loved the Reboot series because they were a little bit wider than the original Pause series. So what they've done in this new Pause X is they have done a wider body, so similar to the Reboot in width, but they've brought in all the premium features of the Pause into this unit, because the Reboots were supposed to be able to be a trailer at a lower price point, you know, because all the Pause units they all MSRP for over 150,000, anywhere from 150 to 170,000. You know, we sell them for less than that. You know, you can reach out to us to get actual sales pricing. But a lot of people were saying, hey, we want something less than 100,000. And so that's why Maynard was able to bring out the Reboot series. But then a lot of people were saying, you know what, I actually really love the Reboot. I love how it's wider. I love the space that you get in it. I wish he would make a Pause like that, you know, with the aluminum cabinetry, bring all that premium fit and finish, but into that wider body. And so that's what he's done. That's why this trailer is so much wider. That's why you can have 2 beds. That's why you can have a separate bathroom. And it just gives you so much more space to be able to really work this. And look at that soft close on everything. I love the touches. Coming in here, look how deep this storage is too. This storage goes way back, so you have a lot of space. This one is the entire length down there. This one is quite a bit deeper. Goes all the way to the very back of the wall. So good amount of storage for pot, pans, or whatever you want, whatever you're gonna need. Another thing, and you've already seen this in the previous Pause units, is you have your sweeper, your vacuum, so you're just gonna kick that, and it's just gonna suck anything away. And then you have your hose right there that you're gonna plug in to be able to use to vacuum. And of course, we have our fridge, and this thing is massive. Look at this. This is a case of waters, and you can put it in long ways, and it fits. It's crazy how much space is in this. This unit just came from the show, so we have food in it from the show, and we were actually utilizing this. And this freezer, look how deep it is. It's like the entire length of my arm. That's like to my elbow and my fist all the way in. So incredible fridge and freezer. Of course, we're using all the premium componentry. You know, the Truma water heater, the Truma AC, the Truma furnaces, 2 furnaces, which is very cool. Now we have added something new to these units, and it's the Victron system. So previously this was integrated into the Garmin, but Maynard wanted it to be more seamless and work faster. So he switched over to using the Victron for all of your electronic components. And I like this is because this actually gives you a lot of customization and ability to add things down the road a lot easier. Here at ROA, we can actually add propane tank monitors now. We can tell you the percentage of how much propane you have in your trailer. We can add that as an upgrade into this Victron system because it just has so many things. You can go over to this levels. This has your environment. It tells you the temperature. You can do a humidity, but we can add these anywhere in the trailer. We can add them in the outside storage compartment. We can add them outside on the exterior, and you can just add and add. You can stack so many cool things on this system, and we know how this system works because we do a lot of Victron upgrades. Also, you could add a door sensor, right? So if your door opens, it could send you a notification to your phone saying, hey, your door opened. Just a lot of cool customization with the Victron system. The Garmin is kind of proprietary, so everything you have to work through Garmin, but Victron, we really have a good relationship with them, and that gives us the ability just to add a lot of cool things to it. Like I said, the propane tanks, we can set it up, calibrate it, and have it tell you exactly how much propane. So instead of wondering when you're out of propane, going out, knocking on, lifting up the thing, trying to figure it out, you'll have the actual gauges from 0 to 100%. So lots of cool things you can do with this, but this is very simple. Shows you your percentages, what's coming in. We're plugged in to charge. It's float charging, so that's like a trickle charge. One of the things that I'm so happy about this is, look, we click on this. This is our generator. So now it says generator manual start. I can go on this, I can set how long I want it to run, or I can just turn it on. I press this button, wait for a second, and you'll hear it kick on. There you go, it's going, generator's on. That is so cool because a lot of people don't realize that, yes, this does have an incredible amount of solar. As a matter of fact, this model, the X, has the most solar ever now. We're talking up to 1,800 watts. It has 1,000 watts on the roof with an extra 800 of briefcase. It's the most solar we've ever seen on a pause unit. And so a lot of people love that. They're like, how long can I run my air conditioner? There's a lot of variables in that, but you have a massive battery bank too, the 1,080 amps of battle-born lithium. And that's going to allow you to run your air conditioner off grid for a long time. But guess what? If your batteries got really dead, maybe if it was a cloudy day, you know, maybe you go a few days without a lot of solar and you start getting worried about your battery. Well, that's okay. You just press a button, fire up the generator, charge your batteries back to 100%, you're good to go. This is by far the most ultimate off-grid machine right now because of that generator and the solar system. All of it together is a redundancy now to be able to get you off-grid running for longer than anything else on the market. Well, there's a lot of detail that I could go into this. This is a 22.4. That means the box is 22 feet. The 4 means it sleeps 4 people. The back table area turns into a queen size bed. So you do have the space to sleep 4 adults in this or 2 kids in the back easily without any issues. But this is the all new Pause X. I've been really excited about this model because a lot of people ask us for 2 things more than anything else, is a separate room or singles. A lot of people ask for that. A lot of people ask for a king size bed too. And these are some things that we haven't been able to deliver yet. So Maynard has now officially delivered a separate room, king size bed, and 2 singles all in one trailer. Also, I've wanted a generator because, yeah, you know, you can lug around a generator in the back of your truck, but to have it integrated and built into the trailer is really cool. That's a mod we do for people. And this is now coming directly from the manufacturer, and it's always better when you have it integrated into the design from the manufacturer. The guy that towed this trailer back from the show said it was the best towing trailer he's ever towed. And I think that's a lot because of the way it's balanced, and also having a generator up towards the front that adds a little bit more tongue weight, which gives it a better towability. But there you have it. There's a lot more details to go over. We'll have a full tour coming out soon. This trailer, I think we've sold more of this trailer than any trailer we've ever sold at the initial launch in the show, just over the weekend. This last weekend we were in California and we had more people coming in and placing orders and excited about this trailer than any trailer we've ever revealed at a show, which was pretty exciting. We're really, really happy about it. So the build times are gonna get pushed out pretty quickly, I feel like here. So if you are interested, reach out to us. We can kind of give you details of when potentially you can get one. You want more information, go down below, click on the link. We can give you a brochure. When you go down and download that brochure, that will also put you on the list to receive information via your email that you're not gonna see on YouTube. It's gonna be some exclusive content we send out to people that are on that email list. And don't forget to subscribe also if you're not, because we'll have more content coming out on this unit in the upcoming days, weeks, and months. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.